It's going to take all of us throwing down together to block MAGA in November and win a slate of elected leaders we can push to fight for our communities. Because we know that long-term changes won't only happen through elections. See the Vote sends our volunteers to local grassroots organizations that work year-round on social justice issues and working-class communities of color.
In 2020, See the Vote mobilized over 9,000 volunteers to oust Trump. Alongside our partners in critical swing states, we knocked on doors, we made calls, and we won. In 2022, during the midterms, political pundits predicted a red wave. It never happened. Once again, grassroots organizing made these key electoral wins possible.
Don't get distracted by the circus, okay? I'm an organizer first. Before I was a musician, I was an organizer. You have to think things pragmatically. So what am I doing today to help plant a better future? First thing we gotta do is we gotta block fascism. Don't get distracted, around like, who do I go for? Yo, it's clear. I ain't gotta tell you, okay? We're trying to block fascism and we're trying to build block by block, collectively, and that's what we're trying to do in every single city.
Now it's 2024. In this face-off with MAGA, our movements must continue to block this horrific threat to our communities, and we must do this up and down the ballot.
MAGA Republican candidates are already passing policies at the state level, like total abortion bans, removing race from school curriculums, reviving racist laws targeting immigrant communities to drastically increase deportations, and targeting trans communities in ways that are literally costing trans people their lives. We have the opportunity to win Democratic control of the White House and Congress, which means the ability to win policies on issues like abortion access, voting rights, housing, and make so much more possible for our communities.
Today is the day to make sure to protect our democracy, to protect our right to abortion, to protect our right to our own tax dollars, that they're not going to fund weapons in Israel. They are staying right here in St. Louis, in Missouri, MO1, Ferguson to Palestine.
We know that a true multiracial democracy in this country has yet to be fully realized, and that the democracy we do have is only because movements have fought for centuries to create it. See the Vote is in this to shift the balance of power for the long haul.
There is a lot of energy to defeat Trump and to usher in a more progressive era for the US. But the structure of the Electoral College means that this election will come down to a handful of counties in a handful of swing states. It's a tight race, and the reality is that the most effective way of moving people to vote their values is through face-to-face conversations.
So join us in making history. Come door knock with See the Vote in swing states. Whether you need training on a Canvas, support booking your travel, or even help financing your trip, we can get you there.
And remember, winning elections is more fun with friends, so bring a few with you.
Let's win this election
And all upcoming elections
For our loved ones, for our communities, and
for our movements.